What is going on, everybody? And we are live here outside of Bank of America Stadium as we get ready for a matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. I'm Andre Cassidy alongside Chris Jenkins. Chris, how are you doing today?
I got to use the bathroom.
Got to use the bathroom? Hey, I'll tell you what, I will not be too far behind him. I mean, I'll tell you, there is a lack of porta potties here.
I don't know why.
We could use some right now, I must say.
We both are anxious to use the bathroom, but we're going to stick to the show. We're going to
stick to the script, and we have a game to cover here today.
Yeah.
Between the Saints and the Panthers. So, what do you think is going to happen here today?
I think we're going to have a good game. But before we get into the predictions, do you do predictions? I don't do the predictions, but I let my co-host do predictions.
I will do one since this is the first time I'm here today.
You'll do one?
We'll see how it goes.
All right.
Yeah. If I do good, then maybe it'll be a good luck charm for our team here today.
New weekly predictions coming. Well, let's go ahead and start with the transactions.
So, Pregame Roy.
Okay.
That was one big transaction that they had yesterday. Defensive tackle has been elevated from the practice squad to the active roster for today's game. So that's really a good move for Carolina as it adds depth to the defensive tackle position.
Yeah. Well, he's not yet on the active roster. We're going to have the inactives come out here in a short moment, but he's activated where he's eligible to play today. So in a moment, we're going to go through the inactive list. Maybe he's going to make that list. We'll see here shortly.
We'll see what happens. Of course, they released that at 11:30 on the dot, so we'll see what happens in that regard. So as we head to the actual preview of the game, I know you got some facts that you would like to cover as we get ready here.
I think you jinxed us today for the win because that win is now coming.
Yeah, it's really coming down over here right now, but hopefully by the time the game starts, we won't have to deal with any of this breezy mess that we're dealing with right now.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
So let's go over what happened last week between these two teams as we get you ready. Locks, Maine, I see you here. Donna, what's up? His two. You guys are funny. So you're going to get to meet everybody here and have some fun with us today. But
this is real, by the way. This is real hair. I don't know what these people are talking about, but hey, nice to interact with you today here.
So Carolina Panthers are 0-2 today after losing to the New York Giants 16-19 last week. Tough loss on the leg of Graham Gano up there in New York. Wasn't fun to fly up there to see a loss and have to come right back.
It wasn't fun to watch either, I'll tell you that.
And then we also have the New Orleans Saints, which are 1-1. The New Orleans Saints coming off a loss to the Tampa Bay Bucks last week. I forget the final score. Did I have it in my notes? Final score of that game last week was 20-10. So these two teams are playing for just the 56th time. Most in franchise history as far as an opponent playing by the Carolina Panthers.
And what's their overall record?
All time?
All time.
29 Saints, 26 Carolina Panthers. So
we have some work to do.
We got some work to do. Maybe we can catch up to them today.
It's going to happen today.
Yeah, maybe it will happen. But that's what we have today as far as the matchup of these two teams. Got some interesting facts you want to share? Yeah,
let me pull that up for you real quick as we get ready here. I'll tell you what, the wind is picking up, but so are these interesting facts that we're getting ready to pop up here.
Yeah.
So week 2 marked the first time that Christian McCaffrey had a 100-yard game in a game since week 10 of 2019.
It's been a while.
Doesn't that seem forever?
Yeah, it seems like forever.
And it's not because he just can't play. It's just the fact that he hasn't been able to play these past 2 seasons. So the fact that we've been able to see him produce at such a high level is really key here as we get moving here in week 3. As we move to the defensive side, Frankie Louvu had 4 tackles for loss, which is the second most in franchise history. Of course, last week's game against New York. Now, a lot of you out there, you have any guesses on who's the first guy in franchise's history who has the most tackles for loss in one game? That's a homework assignment for you guys out there watching today. As we talk about Shaq Thompson now, he has 579 tackles, which is only one behind John Beeson for, I believe, it is 4th all time.
Okay.
4th all time.
All right.
So
not bad.
Not bad for somebody who's been in the league for 6 years now already.
Yeah.
And already catching up to John Beeson. Who's
the wind does have your hair going all over the
I
place.
know, it's insane. But hey, that's for the viewing audience right there. They'll definitely get a kick
your
out of
entertainment.
it. That is for sure. But for him to be already reaching up to one of the all-time greats in terms of the linebacker position, that's really a key accomplishment for him.
Yep.
And I hope that he gets to achieve that today. He only needs 1 tackle, so we'll see how that goes. And finally, defensive end Brian Burns, who has 27.5 sacks, only needs 1 more sack to catch up to Thomas Davis for 8th all-time.
For Thomas?
Yeah, Thomas Davis.
Man, that's good.
Yeah. And that's surprising because you didn't think Thomas Davis would be that high on that list because he's just a linebacker.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things that he did so well for us here in Carolina, not only tackling, but also rushing the passer, and that's something that he brought to the team.
Yeah.
So I know you have some top 10 rankings that you want to cover. Do we have any top 10 rankings at all?
Yeah, we do, and we got a lot of comments coming through, so I want to say thank you to everybody who's leaving the comments. We're going to quickly get through some of these more facts that we have to get you ready to watch the game, and then continue to leave your comments, because once we're done going through the show, giving you some facts, then we're going to go through all the comments.
A lot of comments about my hair right now, so keep it coming, everybody.
Yeah, keep it coming. Yes, so we're going to get to that.
Absolutely.
So top 10, we don't have anything on offense.
Yeah.
We need to improve on offense. Last week,
but it's a work in progress, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you got that going. I mean, it's early in the season.
Yeah, so we don't have anything on the offensive side. Last week, we were 9th on points, but now we didn't have enough points, only 16 last week, so we lost that. Defensive side continues to be the strong point for this team, as we have 2 rankings top 10 on the defensive side. That would be 9th in total yards allowed per game with 310.
Okay.
I want to get that a little bit lower.
So it could be better, but I mean, we're doing all right so far in that aspect.
We got a top 10 ranking on that. And then 3rd in passing net yards per game with 150. Normally we go over notable connections, which are players on the Carolina Panthers team that might have also been with the Saints and vice versa. No notable connections, which I know you like.
Because we don't need any of our Panthers players on the Saints. We just don't want that to happen. I know Kurt Coleman was one of those guys a couple of years ago.
I love Kurt Coleman.
Played here, but also played for the Saints.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? We need you here. We don't want you going.
Don't go anywhere else.
We don't want you going to the opponent, right?
And then I got a few things for you to watch today. And then Terrence, Candyman, Donna, all these comments that are coming. Me and Andre will get through those in just a second. So, a few things to watch for today.
Yeah.
Number 1 is the rain. I'm just joking.
Well, let's hope it doesn't rain. I mean, it's been drizzling a little bit so far, but the forecast is just to be cloudy today.
Yeah.
That is the hope. But it is a little breezy, as you can tell. It's just flopping and flailing everywhere. But hopefully that will taper off by the time the game starts here today.
And if it rains during the game, we're safe. We're in the press box. So just as long as it doesn't rain pre-game,
right?
But so far, we're the only.
What are you watching for today's game?
Yeah. So I'm watching for that wind. It's just.
It is howling.
So we need turnovers. We're the only team in the NFL that doesn't have any turnovers yet. We need to get some turnovers. I spoke with Coach Steve Wilkes in preseason, talked about how much at least the secondary was focused on.
Yeah, that was an emphasis during the preseason, was being able to create turnovers for us.
Yeah.
Our advantage.
Is getting the ball punched out, getting some interceptions. We don't have any yet, so hopefully we'll do that. Getting some turnovers will help us also potentially get some points on the board.
Yes.
So I'll be looking for some turnovers, especially with Jameis Winston that's back there, quarterback. He threw 3 interceptions last week. I think he had about 40 attempts in that game last week. So if you put the ball up that much, that will give us that opportunity to finally get some possibly some turnovers on the defensive side.
And it helps with field position too, because I mean, if you can't turn the ball over, I mean, you don't have opportunities to be in the opponent's field position. So I mean, being able to turn the ball over and getting it in our hands in favorable spots of the game will give us our offense more of an opportunity to be able to score points in today's game.
So I want to run through these so I can get to the questions here.
Yeah.
The third down conversions, we're currently 6 of 23 for about 26%. So really bad.
We got to work on that.
Yeah,
that's a key point that we have to be able to do today.
Yep. So we got to improve on the third downs. Going to be looking for that. Coach Rule said that they this week had an emphasis on that. They were practicing that. I don't know what that means. I wish I had some more detail. Does that mean that we worked on different personnel groups? Does it mean we worked on different plays? But hopefully that's something that we need to watch today. See if they improve on the third down conversions. And my last note here doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I put this. This looks like something for last week. So without further ado, what is it, 11:10? Let's get to some of these comments.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on over here in the comments section. I see Panthers Snow. Let's go Panthers, Route 9 Carolina.
Hold on. I like to put them up on the screen so people can see them. So let's see here. How do you think the Panthers will respond today against the division opponent? So that's a question that I actually want to pose to you guys out there.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen with this game today? I don't do predictions, as you guys know. I did my things to watch, which is, I think, important for the game.
Yeah.
You want to take a stab at it?
Well, here's the thing. We're 0-2, and I think they have to be able to play well here today. They're playing hungry. Both teams are playing hungry, but especially for Carolina's sake, because we have not won a regular season game since the Arizona game last year. We're on a 9-game losing streak right now. So I think for Baker Mayfield and the offense, and really for everybody on the team today, they have to play aggressive, they have to play hungry, and they have to play free. We can't be too conservative with our play calling. We have to be able to play at our own pace and dictate the terms of the agreement today, I feel like.
Okay. And then Locks, man, he's always a comedian on here. Says everything. Locks, man, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in.
What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well.
Hey, I haven't had a chance to say this, but please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you've already subscribed. And
keep posting those comments too. We're seeing them roll in, but hey, keep on interacting with us. Maybe we'll get your question on here in a little bit, but please keep interacting with us as we keep going through here in the comments section.
Let's see. Good morning from California. Candyman, you're up early.
Right, you are up. What is it, like 8 o'clock over there right now?
Yeah, appreciate you
appreciate
tuning
the support
in.
over there.
Saw the report that Matt Rule isn't on the hot seat, so let me address that.
Yeah, did you see that report this morning from
I did.
Year Rappaport?
Go ahead and tell me about it. I didn't see it yet.
So Tepper is giving him really all the patience that he needs to be able to succeed here in his third season. And of course, a lot of people are definitely going to be a little antsy about that, and they have been antsy really since middle part of last season because really there hasn't been any marked improvement with the team.
Okay.
So of course, with him being here for a third season, this is his time to shine. This is typically where things start to take off for him, and he starts to get comfortable, and things start to go in the right direction.
Did it say how long he was going to give him in that report?
They did not say, but I know in the article it did say it would take a catastrophic failure today for them to make any sort of decision on a head coaching spot. So for the foreseeable future, he's going to be safe. But of course, that's a week-to-week kind of thing.
Okay.
But he's given them the patience that he needs to be able to succeed and to develop the team in a way that he feels is appropriate.
Okay, so my comment on that, I didn't know about that report. Thanks for that fill-in.
Yeah.
I already felt like fans are not going to be happy because they want Rule out because we're losing so much, and it has not been fun, this losing streak that we've been on. But given the new coaching staff, new additions, new players, you can't give a guy just two games to decide if it's going to work.
You know?
Right, so you're going to give him a little bit of time. I would say that if you're going to see a change, look for the halfway point of the season, right? You got, again, he has some new tools. He has new coaches, new offensive line, new offensive coordinator. New offensive coordinator, new special teams coordinator. So you want to give those people
offensive line coach too. That's here too.
A chance to work things out and learn from their mistakes.
Now I will say this, and I don't want to sound like a Matt Rule defender because I am a little upset with how things have gone so far. Ron Rivera in his third season, he did start 0-2. Remember, they lost to the Seahawks week 1, and then they went up to Buffalo, lost that heartbreaker in Buffalo 24-23. So there was a lot of heat back then with Rivera, and there's a lot of heat now with Matt Rule. And look how things turned out with Rivera after starting 1-3, and then he got the Riverboat Ron nickname after he became more aggressive in his play calling, going for it on fourth downs. So I say, give it a little bit of time. Remain hopeful, remain optimistic. I know it sounds a little like cliche at the moment, but we have to give it some time before we can definitively say what we need to do at that spot moving forward. Okay,
and then we want to quickly go through all these comments here, so we're going to appreciate that one. QQ2.
That was a really good question, by the way, too.
Matt Bartlett. It's already over because of Matt Rule. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Spell his name right. Come on. Now. If you're going to roast somebody, at least get the name right.
Tepper's clueless. See, we're losing in the blow. QQ2, they're not
we can't have this negative energy out there on the internet today on YouTube. We got to be optimistic here. All right. We can't be saying that.
And give me just a second here. Give us just a second here. See how that works? Just a little break.
Right.
We didn't go anywhere.
Just a little intermission.
Did you like the decoration?
Yeah. Well, I thought that was impressive, those graphics.
All right, let's continue to run through here.
Yeah, what we got?
What's up? More worship. Appreciate. Did somebody just fall behind us? It looked like
not.
it. I hope not.
Like
it sounded like it. I saw on the screen there.
Yeah.
What's going on? More worship. Always sign on. Appreciate you very much. Looking windy. Should I bring a jacket to the game? So according to Andre, bring a jacket and maybe like a light rain jacket as well. You might get get wet just for a little bit.
Would be
we got some guests in the back.
Oh, here we go.
They're going to be coming on here.
To see Mac jerseys back over there.
Yeah,
what's going on?
They're going to be coming on the show here in just a second. Am I flying to California against the Rams? Yes, I will be in California to bring you coverage about the Rams. So, long
That's
flight.
That's going to be a fun time for you out there.
I hope so.
LA area is always fun to go to.
It's confirmed, lads. Rule is staying. That means we're getting
the number one.
It's not saying he's staying the whole season. It's just like not going to be today.
Yeah.
Not going to be next week.
Giving him some wriggle room.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's see.
Representing the West Coast.
Little shouts out.
Oh, yes, sir.
What's going on, guys? What's up, Terrence Jones?
What's going on, Terrence? Thank you for tuning in today.
Candy. And so you might have saw some guys in the background. Got breaking news for you. Panther Nation podcast. Both Rashad and Dave to our right. They're going to join us very shortly here.
Okay.
Talk about this matchup today versus the New Orleans Saints. So excited.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Only on Charlotte Vibe do you get to have such breaking great people that come on the show. Let's see, what else we got here? What's up, Lucinda Davis? I keep coming on to your side. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised at how still I have been.
You're doing good.
I thought I'd be jumping all over the place like you, but so far, I will say I've done pretty good.
I'm the one that's jumping all over the place. Let's see what else we got here. More worship, more worship.
Some work to do at Donald Duck.
Panthers Snow. Let's go, Chris. So
yeah.
I probably need to put Andre's name up here so you guys can give him some love. But I'm Chris.
And I'm Andre.
Cassidy.
Andre Cassidy, the guy whose hair is flopping all over the place right now.
You guys going live so I can watch the game? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Candyman. Like we're legally not
allowed to live stream the game.
Not at all.
Some legal ramifications.
Yeah.
So we would get in trouble.
You're right. The credentials that I have to my left would, I'd probably get a little letter from FedEx, which is from the league saying, hey, do that again.
Roger Goodell might be hitting you up if that happened.
So we can't do that. You see some people do it, but legally it's not something that you're allowed to do. People do get away with it. But the team watches me because I'm a credential.
Yep.
It wouldn't be a good look. But here's what you need to do. During the game, this guy right here on Twitter is going to keep you up to date with all the action.
Be live tweeting during the game, so definitely be on the lookout for that. I will be everywhere and anywhere during the game, so definitely follow us on Charlotte Vibe on Twitter for all that content.
You guys want to talk about Rule being fired today? Tell them.
Well, I think we kind of addressed that earlier, but I don't think that's going to happen. It'd be, like I said in that report, it would be quite a catastrophic result if that were to happen. But I don't think he's going to get fired today.
Ice White Ice. That's an interesting name.
Ice White Ice?
Yeah.
That sounds like Matty Ice.
It does a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who that. Josh Dupree. So let's talk about, we're going to have some noise coming here in a second.
Yep.
The crowd today. We're going to step to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
So let you see behind us.
Quick.
Go ahead and step off the camera a little bit more. You'll see, there you go, comes into focus.
They're starting to file in.
Not too many people again this week yet out. And we did see a nice bit of the Saints people that are walked by looking pretty good actually in their outfits. But
we've seen a good deal of Saints fans over here. We just saw like a group of 5 and they were all glittered out and whatever it was. But they look pretty sharp, that group of 5 over there.
The players are not happy. Brian Burns said, don't you want the players to not be happy?
Yeah. You want them to be angry that they have been losing all these games recently. If they were happy, then I would be pretty concerned about the mindset of the players.
Right.
If they were happy that they were losing these games. I mean, it's just, I understand why Brian Burns is unhappy because he wants to win too. So does the rest of the team, I would imagine, right?
So the players are unhappy. They're tired of losing. Hoping that translates into some wins here. We'll let you. You ready to come on over?
Yeah. Come on down.
We ready. So
we got some special guests coming on here today.
We already surprised them. Good.
How you doing, Chris?
Good to see you.
How you doing?
We're live. We're live. We're ready.
So,
hold on. We're gonna widen the camera just a little bit.
Let's make it a little wider so we can get them in here.
There we go.
Quick, right?
There we go. All right, so
let's do it.
I don't know how this could be possible.
How does this all work out, right?
but for the people who may not know who these guys are, let's go ahead and introduce. This is Panther Nation podcast, and
very good podcast, by the way. I'm a listener as well, so y'all do some great work, right?
Who are you, sir?
So this is Rashad. This is. Can I have the mic?
Go ahead,
My
take
bad.
the mic.
Rashad. This is Rashad and Dave.
Stars right now.
Both Panther Nation podcast members are in the building, and I said, Chris, we're gonna come by because I know you do this.
Yeah.
Every week.
had to swing by.
Every week. So make sure y'all tune in to Charlotte Vibe every pregame. I'm a season ticket holder, Chris.
All right.
So I might come by every single week.
Hey, you're right.
Every
The
week.
more the merrier, right?
I don't live here. I'm just visiting, so I'm not going to come by every week, but I had to come by today.
Am I invited to come every week?
Every single week.
Okay.
And then people that are watching, you guys, we're by is this the East Gate? I don't know what gate it is. We're by the Honeywell building.
Yes.
We're by the Honeywell building.
Every week, come by. You might get a glimpse of Rashad and Chris.
All right,
sorry.
But I'm Dave. You know what I'm saying? I live in the New England
camera's
area.
right here for you,
My
Dave.
bad, man.
There you go.
I live in the New England area, so unfortunately,
Don't leave us, Rashad. Don't leave us.
No, we here. We got time. You know, unfortunately, I can't come every week, but you know, I'm here. I'm here today. I had to swing by. You know what I'm saying? Because Chris does really great work, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel.
Hey, so can you guys answer a few questions with us today?
absolutely.
With the fans that are coming.
Right?
A lot of questions, comments about this hair flying away. It's
not
real.
happening.
Out
It's
here.
MVP
The
status.
conditions are prime for hair flying away and a victory today.
Yeah, we need
And a
one
victory.
today. We need one
Yeah.
today.
All right, so I went over my things to watch.
Yeah.
Talking about third down conversions, being pretty bad, and turnovers, being something that we have an opportunity about with Jameis Winston back there throwing the ball.
I hurt James Winston. I hurt James
He's
Winston.
His back.
He's got a back injury.
Okay.
So we could be seeing
Hey,
some Andy
don't
Dalton.
forget to lend him the mic as he's talking there. So
Oh, spinal.
why y'all taking the mics on us,
We're
man?
not used to being,
not used to
we
this.
used to holding the mic.
We used to just having it to stand somewhere. I gotta get
And
used
you
to
probably gonna drop it when you leave, right?
this. No, I'm not gonna do that. 'Cause I'm not
Oh
calling
man,
not
that's some
cheap.
expensive equipment right there. We don't
Yo,
want
I
that to happen,
cannot,
right?
I cannot drop your mic.
Hey,
man.
my most fun moment of dropping the mic was doing an interview with Jonathan Stewart, and then
Oh,
we did a
no.
little freestyle rap at the end. We were just being silly, and we
Yeah.
said drop the mic, and I dropped it not thinking like that it could break, and it did
Right?
break.
Broke it? Oh, okay. Not good. Not
That's
good.
not
So I'm not gonna drop
That's
any more
not
mic.
Don't drop the mic, please.
Don't drop the mic.
Don't give me back the mic because I might drop it.
Yeah,
Only
please.
Barack can do that. Only Barack.
Only
Right,
Barack.
how's
Yeah, that's right. That's
correspondence
right.
looking?
That's right. That's right.
He can only do that, right? Make it
He
look
can
so
pay the
cool.
bill.
Yeah, he can pay the bill. It's all good over
We
here.
got a good podcast. I don't know if I can pay the bill.
We're on a budget over here, right?
So things to watch today. Whichever one you guys want to jump in with something that you want to add to it.
Yeah.
So for
Go ahead,
me,
man.
I think we have to start fast today. I think from my perspective, we got to start fast today. Like we cannot have a slow start. We can't not have multiple 3 and outs to begin the first quarter type of thing. We have to start fast today. And I think if we do that, we'll probably win this game. But if we don't, it might be curtains for us, man. Even with Jameis hurt, if we don't utilize and take advantage of his injuries and leverage that, I think we're going to be in deep trouble today.
Hey, do you have a score prediction? I'm going to go a little bit wider here.
Score prediction.
I don't do them. I'm just curious if you do.
God, man.
Hate to put you on the spot, but I mean, you know,
It's tough. Score predictions are tough.
it's
All right.
gonna be tough, right?
You got-
What you thinking? What you thinking?
I got Christian McCaffrey on daily fantasy, so I'm thinking like,
I got Baker on mine, so we need.
oh
we need
God
a good-
bless you. You know you got better quarterback to pick up other than Baker.
Matt Ryan, Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, no.
It's a
I would
two-
take Trevor.
Well, it's a
Trevor.
2-quarterback league, though, so I mean,
Oh.
that's the thing. So,
2 QB league. How many? What's the other? What's the other guy?
well, the other guy was Dak Prescott, then he got
God.
hurt. So that's what we.
All right,
Trevor-
don't talk fantasy anymore.
Yeah, man, that's ugly, man. Trevor Mariota. If I
Sorry to get off topic over here.
Nah, but real talk. Like,
Tell
it's
me
like,
that was computer generated. You missed your draft, and that's what happened.
Auto draft.
yeah, just blame the auto draft, bro.
Draft. That's totally what
but
happened.
I'm thinking like, I think right now Matt Rule hasn't shown us that we've been able to coach for 4 quarters, and that's my dilemma right now, right? So I think the Saints are probably going to end up winning this game. And I think if that happens, it's probably like 24-21, something close to that effect. But if that does happen, I know there was reports out saying that Tepper's going to be patient. I don't think he's going to be as patient if that happens tonight.
I think the key number, right? The key number is 17. Right?
Did you see the record that he has?
Yes, we
Yeah.
saw it. If we can keep them under 17 points, I mean, the chances are much higher, right?
What
So
is-
you got to go like 21-14
1 in
for a
26
Panthers
or
victory.
1 in
25?
Yeah,
1 in
Something
25.
crazy?
1 in 25.
Oh my
But
goodness.
in all seriousness, I think we've got to see some offense.
Okay.
We've got to see some offense. We need to see the ball spread around. People think I'm a Christian McCaffrey hater, and I'm not because
Got on the jersey?
I'm not.
I'm not
We
talking
just
about out
want to
there.
see the football spread around to other people. right? 50% of the offense. That's what Christian McCaffrey did last week. And it does not matter how many times you give him the football. He had a 2,000-yard season, 1,000 yards receiving, 1,000-yard rushing, and it had 5 victories. Spread the football around. You have plenty of weapons. Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, get Laviska Shenault, Shi Smith. Let's spread the football around, make the football a little bit more difficult to track, and I think we'll have some success.
But at the same time, man, I don't know how I feel about that because we complained about DJ Moore's lack of touches last week. We complained about his target share last week. And DJ Moore, he had an interesting comment when they asked him about the fact that he wants to spread the ball around. And I don't think he's too thrilled about that. Like, I think he wants to be the guy. So if he wants to be the guy, he has to have 10 targets. All right, he hasn't had 10 targets all year.
I'm going to throw one more, let Andre throw one. And we got the Panther Nation podcast effect going on here. It's going up. So I like the glow. I forget what karate movie it was. Leroy that had the glow.
I tweeted it out.
I think so, yeah.
Was that it?
I believe so,
You got the glow. So I had made comments about, people talk about getting the more receivers in the game, getting them more involved. My feelings on it was like, I'm not in a rush. I don't feel like we have to try to get other guys out there. I like to see it, but I don't feel like we need to force it because to me what's more important is it doesn't matter if Terrace Marshall, Rashard Higgins, any of those other guys are out there. If the line's not blocking well enough and if Baker Mayfield is being inconsistent with his throws. So I want to see better execution. Any comments from you guys on that part of what's been talked about?
Let me go first.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Shi Smith should
thank you for not taking the mic from him.
No, I'm not going to take the mic. I'm not taking the mic no more. No, you good. Shi Smith should not have as many targets as DJ Moore. I'll repeat that. Shi Smith should not have as many targets as DJ Moore.
Okay.
If you're the guy, you're the guy. That's my thing. Like, if you're the guy, I want him to be the guy. I know folks in PNP land.
Is it on Baker or Ben McAdoo?
Oh, God.
It's got to be on Ben McAdoo.
I think it's on,
right?
No, it's a mix.
It's McAdoo.
Mix of the two?
I mean, Baker's the one throwing the ball, right?
Yeah, but you have to also draw up plays for your guys. DJ Moore is your number 1 receiver. Get him the football by any means necessary.
They got to do what they do in San Francisco with Deebo Samuel. Like, there are more opportunities to get him the ball rather than passing.
Exactly.
Like, do some run sweeps, do some tosses, something to the effect so he can have the opportunity to be and have the ball with him.
Hey, we might have to start to go.
This guy's good. This guy's
great
good.
minds think alike.
I like this guy. I like
there
him.
you go.
Hey, we might have to start to GoFundMe. I like all 4 of us being here. I know you're from out of state, so we started to GoFundMe.
You got to throw me on the digital.
Well, you're gonna have to tell your work. We're staying down here in Charlotte, and we're gonna be doing this thing full time here in Charlotte. So they're gonna have to do something and work something out with that because you're staying down here with us.
I'm on a flight to Providence on Tuesday.
Okay. Well, hey, at least I tried.
You tried.
Over here.
I appreciate it.
So I gave you a chance to respond to that question, right?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good. I just think we need to spread the. Listen, it's not about forcing it, right? But you have to get guys like DJ Moore to football more. Like, if you look at his target share amongst number 1 wide receivers in the league, and we all deem him to be a top 10 wide receiver. If you rank him amongst target share, he's not getting the same targets as a Devontae Adams or one of the top. He should be getting the same amount of targets.
We're going to move us over just a smidgen.
Sorry.
Shift a little bit that way, everybody.
Right?
There you go.
So, he should be getting the same amount of targets as the top tier. And he's not. We all think DJ Moore is a top 10 receiver, and he's not treated as such by Ben McAdoo. I think it's partially Ben McAdoo, and Baker must own it too. I think it's a mix.
Yeah,
it's a mix.
So my thing has always been, like, and I did a whole, and I'm a fantasy guy too, so, like, I did a whole fantasy spotlight on DJ Moore and looked at the data, man.
Are you a betting guy too?
Occasionally, I do DraftKings, I do underdog fantasy and things of that sort. But my thing has always been, don't be pointing at me. My thing has always been, last season his target share was on the level of, he was like the 5th highest in targets last year. But the problem was the catch rate wasn't as high as the others. He didn't have as many TDs as the others. But it's all about opportunity too. So he's got to take advantage of those opportunities and get those opportunities. That hasn't happened.
Andre, you want to get us out of here with one more question for these
any
guys?
More questions?
No, I'm gonna let you think of one to just toss to these guys.
Okay.
I'm putting you on the spot there, right?
So, of course, last year, the last home game that we have won here at Bank of America Stadium was with the New Orleans Saints, week 2 of last year. Do you think that we can have an emulation of what happened last year when we were able to force Jameis Winston to throw, 3 interceptions, something of that effect? Do you think we could be able to accomplish something
I think Rashad wants to go first.
People gotta understand. Last year,
He want to go last so he can win,
He's trying
right?
to help you out, man. He's trying to get you where you need to be.
No.
My thing is, when it boils down to it, last year they were missing coaches, they were missing players. This is a different ball game this week. Kamara's probably going to be starting. I'm assuming he's going to be playing today. Inactives are about to probably come out.
Yeah, the next
minute or so they're going to come out. Cause I got to do my finish right after this. So Inactives are probably going to come out. Once we see that, Kamara's probably going to play. This is going to be a different team. Lattimore was going to play. I was hoping they were going to suspend him. They did not. They only suspended Mike Evans. So from that standpoint, this is going to be a different team. Now Dennis Allen is a coach, but they still got Carmichael as the OC, and he's still going to be calling the plays. So it's going to be a little bit different today. I don't think we can assume it's going to be like our last home win.
Yeah.
Which is very pathetic, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a very long time ago.
Almost a calendar year.
It is.
Almost a calendar year.
My son wasn't crawling, and he's beyond that now.
It does. It sure does.
So real quick, I think this. Do you smell this weather? Do you?
This weather's nice, man.
It is
We
really
are prime.
comfortable
This
outside
is
right now.
prime for a Panthers victory. Listen, this is a win-win. I look at it. If the Panthers win, great. Let's celebrate. Let's finally celebrate a win. If we lose, we're one step closer to what happening. So I look at it as a.
What's going to happen?
I don't want to.
Matt Rule firing?
I
We
think so.
can't speak in
Or are you talking about a quarterback?
All I'm going to say is this. On your show, you made the prediction that if Rule's going to be out, it's going to be during the season. And I didn't agree with you.
Oh, you made that prediction?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
man.
And I'm starting to think, bro, you might be on to something, man. Because there's I guess there were reports out this morning via Ian Rappaport, NFL Network, that Tepper's going to be patient. But he plans to be patient. But
Plans change.
Plans can change in a heartbeat with this franchise. So I don't know how patient he truly is going to be if this is ugly today.
I'm just trying to see if the inactive does come out. Did you finish your points there, Rashad?
No, I did.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Dave
I
overtook
do that a
me.
lot.
Yeah,
You know,
he does. I never.
That's why
get a
we
chance
have to do internet shows.
I never
Because he'll never
get
get to talk if
So,
we do this thing.
I think Jameis with his back spinal broken. I think
Something to the effect of that, right?
I think we'll be okay. I think realistically speaking, I think the Saints should start Andy Dalton. He scares me a little bit more than a broken Jameis. But I really think that I think we're going to be able to do what we do. We have to see better offense. If the offense can score some points, I think we'll be fine. I think the defense will do enough to slow down Jameis and the rest of the offense. They do have a lot of weapons. They have Kamara. So we have to do what we do there. I think we did a good job last year. We can continue that. I think we can win this game, and I think Matt Rule needs this victory. Make no mistake.
Really
this
bad.
is I feel like this, and I never do this, but this is a must-win for the Carolina Panthers, and I think it's going to happen today.
I need this victory because I'm tired of reporting loss
Same.
after loss and going into that locker room and be like, nah, I ain't got no questions today.
All I'm going to say is this. If we lose today, and that's a if,
Big if.
you're talking 10 straight losses for this franchise.
I'm trying to hold you guys here long enough to get this inactives out. I don't know why they're
a little delayed here.
I know you got sources. I don't know if you want to hit your sources.
You are my source. You are my source.
more than me,
I have
bro.
no sources. Zero sources.
I'm going to have to
I
call
live
it.
in New England. They ain't no. Well, actually, it's funny. A mother of one of the linebackers, I think the linebackers coach,
Yeah.
Okay.
is from Boston.
Okay.
I met her a few months back at a bar when I was watching the game.
I might have to make a call right now
Yeah.
to get this inactive list because we're
You're hidden right
it's
now.
11:33. We got time. All right, we'll try
Pull it
to.
up here on
I
Twitter.
can
real
check.
quick.
I could check another spot and sometimes have them, but typically the Panthers are first. But there's another spot that I
Let's
go
see if
to
we
on my fantasy show.
got some questions that we can go through here.
Some corrections.
Let's see. Oh, we'll just pick one. Oh,
They
That's a
have
comment.
not
Yeah.
said anything yet.
I heard that they were saying fire rule at the golf tournament yesterday.
Oh,
Probably.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah, one of my frat brothers posted on Facebook. They were yelling fire rule at the golf
man.
tournament yesterday.
You guys may know about this. Are tickets to today's game getting cheap?
He got me, man. I have no idea. Yeah, he got season tickets. So I don't
Okay.
know.
Some shouts out from Ghost Daddy to Panther Nation
Pepper,
being
he's
here.
Out there
Hey, all you guys right now that are watching? If you ain't subscribed yet, man, y'all need to subscribe
Y'all
now.
need to get on
Look at
it.
the boost. Look
Y'all
at
need to
the
get
slow
on
them.
it.
We're gonna get you where you need to be.
Come on, let's keep it up.
Yeah.
Some more
Let's get to
PNP
100,
love
right?
from the real Steve.
Yeah.
You've actually interviewed
Yeah,
me
so
before,
true
Chris.
story about the Rare to get them together. We've only done one episode together once.
In person?
Yeah.
You too?
Seriously?
Only
Just
once. Just
Wow.
once.
How many years has this podcast been going?
Over 5 years.
5 years.
We started the summer right before the draft of 2017.
Okay.
All right, so that list may be out now.
Still waiting on the inactive list here.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm about to check my spot.
Yeah, we're looking on Twitter right now just to see what we got going on here.
All right, here we go.
We got some right
Now, you
here.
know what? We're going to do something special today.
Okay.
I'm going to let Rashad
Okay.
and Dave give you guys the inactives today.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so for Panthers Inactives, we have running back Raheem Blackshear. Who
Is that a surprise?
We just
No
signed him.
surprise there. No surprise.
Not
Dave, you
surprising.
got the other one.
Yeah, so we got linebacker Aaron Mosley. Not a surprise there either.
We've got offensive lineman Cade Mays, who I'm surprised. Like, can we get him on the field,
Why
please?
don't they play this man? The dude can play all 5 positions.
Yeah.
You want to talk about flexibility? Like, this coaching staff always talks about flexibility. And you got a guy that can play all 5 positions, and you keep
Play him. Like,
play
come
him.
on.
Activate
Next
him.
one, Dave.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle Phil Hoskins.
Ah.
That's expected, though.
Oh,
No, because that's McCall. It's McCall, dude. Like,
Yeah, McCall. Yeah,
McCall,
he's
like, you
good.
gotta, that's expected.
And this one pains me. Everybody that knows me knows I am a big Terrace Marshall
Yeah,
Jr.
this one
fan.
hurts.
He is inactive, which pains me, bro.
But what did I tell you when the roster came out after the Chenault trade? He was going to be the odd man out because he lost to Shaq Smith. Chenault had a reason to play. He was,
Higgins, too.
yeah, Higgins, he's out. He's the odd man out. And there's one more left. That's my boy Amari Barno, which I think they need to give him some time. They really do.
So this does mean that LaVisca, is that how you say his name?
Yes, LaVisca Chenault.
So he's
Exactly.
able to be in this game
Finally,
tonight, yeah.
we finally will get a chance
That
to see
means he
him.
might be returning. He's probably going to be returning.
Because Andre Roberts, he's out.
He's out.
For the whole year,
And
right?
they did a
He's on
tryout.
IR.
They did a tryout during practice last week, and it was Shaq Smith, DJ Moore, and Chenault.
All right, so I got 2 parts here. One is with, I'm losing my thoughts because I'm getting old. What do we just say? LaVisca.
The band.
It'll test you.
A lot going on over here.
I had stated earlier that if LaVisca, am I saying his name right? I got it
correct.
in the
Yeah,
press
LaVisca
box. We have a
Chenault.
cheat sheet to get the names right. I don't have it. I was thinking if he was inactive this week, that's a problem because he's been inactive 2 weeks in a row, and coach is blaming it on him not knowing the playbook. And I'm thinking like, okay, well he's not going to be your starter. He doesn't need to run 40 plays. He just needs to run 5 or 10 plays. So I was feeling like there's something more there to say that this guy that was a great pickup has to sit for 2 weeks to know to run a post or whatever the pattern. I mean, you can have him out there for 5-10 plays.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm glad that he's inactive.
But
I'm sorry, that he is
Yeah, he is
active,
active,
for the game today.
But what it boiled down to, though, Chris, is special teams. We talk about special teams all the time. That's where his opportunity is going to lie. So you knew that's where it was going to boil down. I think
Since we're only playing 3 wide receivers?
So Chris, you remember when we signed C.J. Henderson last year?
Yes, sir.
And you remember we threw him out there against I think Dallas?
Yes,
And we
sir.
just signed him that same week. Why can't we do the same thing for Chenault? I agree with you.
Right.
I feel like you draw him up a couple of plays. He doesn't have to know an entire playbook.
Right.
Give him some special plays that give him the ball out the backfield. He can run the football like a running back. I want to see that. More, he's built like DJ Moore. Give him some special plays just like DJ Moore. I feel like he's a great player, and I feel like you need to utilize him.
Okay. And then the other one I wanted to comment on was Chuba Hubbard. You got drops the mic. What do you think about should he be back there returning kicks today? Kickoff return?
No.
I don't think he will be. I
No.
think Chenault's activation gets him out of that. I think when it comes to Chenault, he's probably going to do both.
Should
in my
Chuba be
opinion.
on this team right now?
Oh, God.
Come on.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
What question is that? You can't.
You don't
put
want
me
to
on-
hear mine.
They want the truth.
man.
They want the
Nepotism.
truth.
Come on,
Nepotism.
man. Yeah, that
Nepotism.
One. Yeah.
That's a big word, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm not.
there's
can't.
no reason, like, you don't sign Blackshear if you think Chuba's good enough.
It's true.
You don't.
Yep.
You don't do it. You don't sign him.
Okay.
Now, my question to you, do you think it's a little odd that they're already giving up on some of these draft picks, even though it's their second year in the league?
They've already cut a few, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, man, I'm going to stay away from what's going to happen to Rule if they lose today, all right?
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to stay away.
Try to be diplomatic over here.
Nothing's going to happen to Rule today. He's still going to go home to his wife and 2 kids. Very nice house.
Very
with
rich,
his
too.
with his paycheck.
A lot of money.
And you know what? Even if he gets
Loaded.
fired, I mean, personally, what is he gonna? Not what is he gonna care, but he's gonna be all right.
I said this on Twitter this morning. If I was him, I would make a move now.
Yeah, I heard.
There's too many open jobs.
I heard
man.
Nebraska's nice.
Nebraska's nice. Georgia Tech is in
Lots
Atlanta.
of land out there in Nebraska. You get some
There's
acres.
a lot of
Lots of corn to
opportunity out
husk.
there in these streets.
Yeah, Nebraska's really nice.
Yeah, well, best at best, he's third in the
there's plenty to do
conference.
over there.
Yeah, plenty.
You can never go
Nebraska's
wrong
great.
with-
It's great.
Corn huskers.
Lots of corn to husk,
lots of
man.
corn.
I think it's great.
It's gonna be his
Or
whole, it's gonna be his whole
if you-
diet over there. Is corn.
But if you're about the major city life,
Right?
Atlanta's nice, man.
Atlanta, Georgia
Beautiful
Tech,
city.
really
Georgia
nice.
Tech, you
place.
talking the city of
Really nice
Atlanta. You're
place.
sitting
I
in
heard
the-
it's nice out
Another
there.
place
It
that
is.
has good food, by the way. Atlanta.
They do.
Are you guys coach relocation
You
specialists?
hit up Camp Cigar
I'm just telling you what I heard. I've traveled. The PNP listeners know I travel pretty well.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I heard those places are nice.
You gonna be in California?
Nebraska yet.
I've
They
been
ain't
to
on your list?
California.
Are you going for the game?
I am no plans. No plans. Unless you want to
that-
sponsor my trip.
Hey, Rashad, even though I'm looking at Dave when I say that, Dave, you like that trick? That's like that trickery. That's
Some
like,
reverse psychology right there.
love you guys coming on. You're invited
Yeah.
every single week. I haven't met you in person, so great
Yeah,
to meet
nice
you
to
in
meet you,
person
Chris.
as well.
Pleasure meeting you.
Maybe I can
What's
get
your
some
name?
Ray-Ban glasses.
Absolutely.
I see that's part of the PNP
Absolutely.
apparel is having the Ray-Ban glasses. I thought he was fancy with the Nike glasses.
Yeah.
But you guys are doing the Ray-Bans. I got to do that.
We did that on purpose. No, we
We did.
No, we
we
didn't.
We did.
It's
No,
all
we didn't.
strategic
We
right
did.
here.
Like he
All
had
planned
shades.
out
I
and
know
He
I
had
did.
shades.
everything.
Non-transition. That's just the way it is.
I
Yeah.
had no idea.
So for the few of you that don't know, again, this is Dave and Rashad with the Panther Nation podcast. Follow them on YouTube. They do far more shows than I can ever imagine how they do. I don't know. It's
Really
amazing
good
how much
content,
stuff
too,
that they
by the
do.
way,
So
y'all definitely need to hit 'em
thank you
up.
for blessing
Really
us with
good
you guys
stuff.
coming on the show today.
Just an FYI, guys. I'm going to be live as soon as we get into the stadium to do fantasy Q&A. I normally go live at 11:15, but I'm here, so I'm gonna do some fantasy Q&A for about 30
You're
minutes.
a busy guy. You're a busy
I'm a very
guy,
busy
you know?
guy. I'm a
Tight
very
itinerary, you know?
Make
Very
sure
busy guy.
everybody tuning in right now. Subscribe to Chris
Make
and
sure you
Charlotte
subscribe to
Vibe.
Charlotte
Do
Vibe,
that.
guys. Make sure
He
y'all
should
make
be
that
up to 15K.
Yeah.
Get him up. Let's go.
Gotta get him
Turn
up.
it up. Turn it up.
He's got dope interviews with multiple players across the league, across the team. Y'all absolutely should subscribe to these.
I talked to Icky this week. Finally got a chance to talk to Icky. Got to talk to Icky.
That's what's up.
Appreciate
That's a good
it.
one right there.
That's a good one.
That's a big one.
Y'all need to be subscribed
Yeah.
to y'all catch these interviews, man.
Exclusive content too.
We ain't got passes. We ain't got passes like him. We ain't got all that.
Coming soon. Coming soon.
All right.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
All right,
Appreciate
have a
you.
good one,
Nice
guys.
seeing y'all, man.
See you, man. Have a good one.
Peace out, you guys.
We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna tighten it up just a little bit here. That was not planned, so
Yeah.
I felt like it was
Absolute
good
pleasure
energy.
having them on, though.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was great having those
absolutely.
guys on. So we didn't get a chance to get to a lot of comments today, but again, I think it was worth having those guys on there. I
absolutely.
really liked having the four
Yes.
people panel.
It was definitely the
A lot for your
energy.
first day.
Yeah, my first day, but to be able to be a part of all that was definitely fun to do and just to see. And they're really good people. Definitely check out their podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. They're really good people.
Yeah, so for those new watching, Chris Jenkins, aka Man of the People, I say that I work for you guys, and I mean that. So fans that are out there, questions that you have for me, interviews that you want to have for players or coaches, I love to work for you and go in the locker room and get those questions asked directly to that player, so that you guys can determine how you feel about it. So please consider subscribing if you haven't done so. Also, the bigger we grow, the more it helps me to get those interviews with those players and coaches, all right? So please hit that subscribe button. If you already subscribed, hit the like button. And
Do
lastly,
all that, yes.
hit the
All
bell
that.
notification. That way when we go live, you
For our
can join in.
post-game show, too, which we'll have later today after
Yes.
the game.
So we're going to wrap up because we got to get all the way in there and
Yeah,
got
we
a lot
gotta
of
get in
stuff
there
that we're doing.
soon.
We're a little behind schedule.
Yeah.
This is, I was about to say, Dave, my head's spinning right now.
There's just so much going on, so much energy here in Uptown Charlotte.
Tell them who you are.
I'm Andre Cassidy. That is Chris Jenkins. And we'll see you on Twitter. I'll be on Twitter live tweeting with the Charlotte Vibe at Charlotte Vibe. So be on the lookout for that. And we'll see all of you out in the game and for the post-game show later today.
I'll let you sign us off.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's pretty good.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see all you soon.